Hey guys, this is Ross, and this is a really fragrant spot in my yard here. This is the mint right here. We have some rosemary over there. We have some thyme right there. This is a lot of the herbs that I like to use, and mint is really one of my favorites for making tea. I mean, you can add it to a lot of foods, but tea, I think specifically, I love tea of all kinds. I love chamomile tea. I love which I'm also growing, chamomile. I also love lavender tea, which I'm also growing. And I'm also growing tea itself, the plant that makes green tea, black tea, white tea, oolong tea, you name it. I'm also growing that. We're gonna show you guys that in a video down the road here. But for now, I want to talk to you guys about mint, and I think it's just a really underappreciated plant. It's very prolific, like you can see. I mean, I think a lot of people are afraid to grow this because it spreads so quickly, and people stick this in containers, and they're always like, don't grow it in the ground, whatever you do, just don't grow it in the ground. And I can see why you'd say that, but I don't think it's really all that difficult containing this stuff. As an example here, if I wanted to pull up this mint down here, because we're kind of getting to the lettuces and we're kind of spreading out too far, that I wouldn't want them to go this far. We can just pull this up here, and if I pull it up slowly, shake it around a little bit, we are getting a lot of the root. And this really helps stop spreading it. I've also pulled up this other piece right here, and you can see I got a lot of the root, guys. It's not difficult to contain this thing. A few key points though that may be different here than it will be for you if you were to do this at home is that my soil is very loose here. I have lots of wood chips down. The wood chips have loosened up the soil over time, and it also just rained here, so the soil is kind of wet, and pulling weeds after a rain is always a good idea. So that's what I did here, is that the soil is very wet, it's very loose. We can very easily pull this stuff up and contain it. And I like the fact that it's prolific because it'll grow quite nicely for me. At the end of the year, I can harvest all of this, really cut it back, and dry that stuff, and then I'll have tea all year long in the form of mint. So maybe, I guess, if this thing starts to flower, or when it does start to flower, I'll have some problems because the seeds will be everywhere. But it's a little bit of a work, guys, but I think the reward is worth it, and I wouldn't be too afraid to grow this stuff. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon, and thumbs up for mint. Take care.